Hi, this is Himarunaka. Today I'm gonna draw Denia from Wuthering Waves. Sorry for the bad English and my quality. I never really have a healthy voice, so you guys can just hear me with my chipmunk voice throughout the whole SpeedPaint. But first, who is Denia and what is Wuthering Waves? Well, this video is not sponsored, so let me give you an honest opinion. Wuthering Wave is an open world game and I really love it. I just love it. It was very fun and I kinda need friends there. Like literally. I think my only friend that plays Wuthering Wave doesn't really want to play with me anymore, so I can only have you guys. And who is Denia? Well, she's the new character in the Wuthering Waves. I'm trying to get her, but I kind of failed. I got that white tiger guy instead. So we're almost finishing the sketch phase here. I'm trying to make it a little more titty and also try to refine the details, just like you can see. It was pretty hard, and also the speed paint here goes really fast, but I just don't really want to waste your guys' time. One of my favorite parts in speed paints are filling up the base colors. It was satisfying, but at the same time it was also frustrating because it's always coming out of the line art or sketch, which yeah, I sometimes just rage. Oh look, this speed paint has becoming calmer now. It's much little slower and you can also see the reference at the left corner. Yeah, I also record some of the drawings I made, like on real time. Though I do not have the full recording though, because ain't no way will I be able to record it 2 hours long. Or more. Maybe like 5 hours recording. But that'll just take a lot of my tablet space, so I just didn't do that. But maybe in the future I will make a real-time speed paint videos, or maybe I'll even make a live streaming when I'm drawing in real time. Maybe someday I'll live stream, don't worry. I also like when I'm drawing the character's eyes. Firstly off, I'll just black them out like they're soulless. Add layer and then clip it. Then I use an airbrush, pick out the colors, and then just kind of like scratching on like that. It was so satisfying. I love it. I really love Denia's eyes. It looks like bubblegum. It also kind of looks like the OC that I made in Gacha Live when it was like 2020. Yeah, I was late. Sorry. Blue and pink color has been my favorite color ever since I was a kid. So seeing Denia for the first time really sparked something in me. Some kind of spark joy. I never knew that trying to talk for like 10 whole minutes can actually be hard. How do I say it? I don't have any topics. I'm just trying to keep up with the video as much as possible. Which is funny. I shouldn't have said this, but I don't care. And finally we get to my favorite part, like the most favorite, which is adding lightning. I've always loved it. I don't know. Because this is just something I always do before rendering. Use multiply layer for shadow and overlay for whatever that is. I don't know, but that looks pretty, so yeah, just follow my lead. Hey, is it kind of okay if I talk something like other than art? Because I'm kind of running out of topics here. Let's talk about Among Us. Just kidding, that was like from 2020 and I don't want to talk about it. Let's see, I do have some kind of Q&A video, so I'll just gonna answer it in here. Are you a self-taught artist or do you learn how to draw by someone? I can say most of the time I'm self-taught and I just watch tutorials from YouTube, and sometimes I'll learn a thing or two from my father. And who inspires me to draw? It's a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists that inspires me to draw. Firstly off is definitely my father, and that one kid in kindergarten, and animes, and a lot of fan arts and games everywhere. I just don't only cherish one or two persons. I cherish all of the artists. I think my go-to artist is kind of Hanakyu, if you know. I don't know, there's a lot. Also, thank you so much for always supporting me till this day. I still remember you, even though you changed your profiles or nicknames. Why do I like drawing and what made me start to draw? I like drawing because whenever I see people drawing, they look so cool, and the art piece that they make is also cool. I just think that it was so amazing, and I wanna be like that too. Especially like I said, that one kid in kindergarten, she's definitely the main course of why I really wanted to make my art better. She is so talented. She's still my friend to this day. She is still very talented. Her art is so amazing. Yeah, anyway, I like drawing because it expresses my emotion and my love. Sometimes I hate drawing, but most of the time, yeah, I love it so much. Yeah, that's all of the Q&A. Yeah, that's all. But that's fine, because, well, progress. Maybe someday I'll get lots of questions that I can't even answer all of them. Thank you so much for people who question, by the way, and respectfully too. I love you guys. Hey, did you made it this far? Congratulations. It seems like you didn't skip my video or something, or you might have just skipped until this specific part. But let's try to go into a bit of a deeper topic. You know how like almost all artists always envy of another artist's work? It's already a common thing. Even I ever get jealous or envy with people's art, especially from my friends, and especially if they're the same age as me and they're still better than me. But then it hits me. They also envy with some of their friends' work. So it's just a cycle of loop. So I started to think to myself, if I'm jealous of their work and they're jealous of the other people's work, and then the other people's work is jealous of my work, I think, then I just bury my envy feeling and just supports them. Because if they're envy of other people's work, then you have to help your friend because they're your friend. So I always praise their art. I always love their art. And this is not only because that I feel like I wanted to, but it is because it's from my actual heart. I actually do love their art, but I think that they always get the wrong idea. For some reason, they would just go to their channel and then just said, like, you're just looking down on me. And I was confused. Why would I look down on you? It was an incredible art. Why would I do that? And then I understand that people have different opinions and perceptions of things. So it always just saddens me about that. When I'm actually liking their art and just absolutely love it, love it, love it so much, and they thought that I was being sarcastic. It's really depressing. But what do you guys think? What if you were in my position with you liking someone's art and then you support them but they thought you were being sarcastic? What were you gonna do? Oh hey, look, the art is almost finished. Yeah, the art looks almost finished because even in the final result it doesn't really look finished because my art is always looks unfinished. Because it's just what you think. I don't know. I don't bother making it like titty or like perfect because I don't want to be a perfectionist. I just let it be how it be. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this speed paint. I really hope that you like the result, and thank you so much for listening my yapping yappity da for 10 minutes. If you think your art is bad, don't worry. It's just process. You can make it better sooner or later. I believe in you. I'm sorry if I said something wrong throughout my whole speed paint. I love you. Bye bye. Please keep on living.